We have with us now Glenwood High School head coach Dan Rourke. The Titans finished the season at 10. Devin von Nordheim-Bohr. Coach, if you would, give us your thoughts on the ball game, then you'll field some questions.
Okay. First and foremost, I'm very proud of the Glenwood Titans today. The way they played 4 quarters and didn't quit. I think it was a situation where early in the game, you dropped the ball a couple times like we did. We hadn't been doing that in the playoffs, and that's why we're here. But we gave Montini, who's an outstanding football team, we gave him some great field position with some fumbles and some things like that. Had a little bit of a hard time getting some things going offensively. Second half, I felt we came out and fixed some things defensively. Once again, there's no shame in losing a football game. We're very proud to be here today, and no shame in losing to a team like Montini.
Questions?
Fumbles are fumbles. Whatever they are. We hate them. We hate turnovers. We hate fumbles. But they're going to occur from time to time. We haven't had a lot of that going on in the last 4 weeks, and sometimes it just happens that way. I just felt like that was, in that point of the ball game, I just felt like that's what needed to happen. We needed to make something happen. We needed to force the action a little bit and come up with a big play. A couple times it worked, a couple times it didn't work. Nope. I think we were very cautious and wanted to make sure that we defended Westerkamp at wide receiver. Well, we weren't real successful at that. He made some real big plays. He's an outstanding football player. His cousin plays quarterback, and they seem to have that family telepathy going, or whatever the case might be, and put the ball right on him a couple times. And second half, we came out and did some things different, and I think in the second half, our defense started picking up, and then we were having a hard time getting the offense going. So, combination of those things. Especially at that position, usually you get a guy you got to deal with who's a halfback or a quarterback who has several options, but he lines up there wide. They move him around a little bit, but yeah, he's just an outstanding football player, and I know he's already looking at some pretty big schools. I think Illinois, and there's a good reason for that. He's an outstanding player. He was bleeding, and it was a situation where he had to come out of the ball. He had a bloody nose, and so he's got to come out, and he's got to sit one play. I'm not sure if that affected that particular play, since Zach's a linebacker, and that was throwing the ball upfield pretty good. Yeah, when you get down more than 2 scores, our style is it gets a little tough, and it was today. And once again, they and I make no bones about it. Up front, they're as good as we've seen. In the playoffs, they're as good as we've seen. In the last few weeks, we've been able to control the ball on the ground, and not this week. And you have to take your hat off to Montini. They did what they have to do to beat the Glenwood Titans. Haven't seen the stats. You know how I am. I'm not a big stats guy. There's only one stat I care about, and that was up there on that board. It wasn't in our favor.
One more question. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, guys. Congratulations on your great season.